Yo, Etika, I never understood why being called a pussy was an insult. I mean, you are what you eat, right? Yo, that's what I'm saying, dogs. It's, well, then again, in Brooklyn, it's a little bit different. Calling a nigga a pussy straight to his face, dog, oh man, I got a high school story to tell you guys. I mean, this might be something that you'll all find familiar, but here's the thing, right? Here's a real stigma. It's funny how you bring that up. Like, oh, calling somebody pussy, why is that insulting, right? Back when I was in high school, now here's the thing. I'm not really a playboy type of guy. I don't really sleep around too much. I'm not really super hyperactive when it comes to like going through multiple partners. I mean, it's really not that big for me. I personally speaking, I like interacting with like just one or two. You know what I'm saying, right? I'm not out there like that. But the thing is, I guess in high school, the stigma is you have to be like that, or otherwise you're a lame nigga, no pussy getting ass nigga, cornball ass nigga. So obviously, since I kind of didn't go with the grain in that situation, people would always be like, "Yo, man, yo, how many chicks you fucked with?" And back then, I would be like, I'm just fucking with one or whatever. Niggas would cut ass on me. They'd be like, "Oh, you need to get your game up, bro. You need to get out here and get this pussy, nigga." And I was like, whatever, bro. Y'all can be entitled to that. Now, something else alongside with that was that when I would have a girlfriend, obviously you have a girlfriend, you're gonna perform in sex acts with said girlfriend, and niggas would always make it such a big deal about eating pussy. And I think it's because a lot of these dudes, since they go through multiple girls, maybe they're like, oh, I would never do that kind of a thing because I don't want to catch anything due to, you know, me going through multiple women. Therefore, I have a higher chance of getting an STD or an STI. Therefore, I'm not going to be eating the box. I'm not going to be eating no pussy, cleaning no plates, slobbering no fucking clitorises or anything. But the thing is, whenever people, it would be a topic niggas bring up, obviously, right? And it'll be like, yo, you niggas better not be eating no pussy. And at one point, when I was in the lunchroom, niggas are like, yo, niggas don't eat no pussy. They do these lunchroom checks where they're like, yo, you eat pussy, nigga? And this nigga came up to me, and I guess he caught me off guard because I was eating, right? And it was this nigga named Zaid. Oh my God, Zaid. I couldn't stand this dude. He was the most... Zaid, like, if you want to talk about like bullies and people who, you know, go out of their way to try to make you feel like shit, Zaid was one of those dudes. And man, oh man, if any of my people here are from high school with me, the Urban Assembly School for Law and Justice, me and Zaid, we cool now. We've been cool, but you know, we're talking way back in the day. Man, that nigga was an asshole. I don't think he was a bad person, but he just would fuck with people. And he used to like to fuck with me because I was always very brutally honest with what I said, but that would kind of like make it so niggas could clown me. So at one point he came up to me, he's like, yo, motherfucker, you eat pussy, my nigga? And I was like, hell yeah, I eat pussy. And the nigga was like, what? Everybody was like, what? This nigga eat pussy? Oh shit. And I was like, yeah, I eat pussy, nigga. Fuck. That's just hot. And, yo, they clowned the shit out of me. Granted, it was only like 6 or 7 of them that clowned, you know, and everybody else was just like, what the fuck? It was so weird. Why are you asking people at lunch if they eat vagina, nigga? But I was straight up like, yeah, I do, bro. That shit is hot, bro. And then he's like, yo, how could you do that, nigga? Fuck. That's fucked up, bro. What, you catch something or something that's fucked up? That's nasty, nigga. And here's the thing. Oh man, I gotta tell it like it is, bro. I gotta tell it like it is. Why is it always these Caribbean niggas that always be having these crazy stigmas about women, bro? I mean, granted, it's not limited to people of that ethnicity. Of course, that's ignorant speaking. But these niggas that come in, these Caribbean ass niggas, what do they call them? These Bati boy? I can't remember exactly what the name they use, man. I'm not Caribbean myself, so I can't tell you. But these Trinidadian niggas, they be coming through and be like, yo, Shata niggas. These Shata ass niggas coming through acting like they have the hottest shit on the block. Niggas are always talking so highly of themselves, talking about how they blow through all these women and shit. It's like, man, sit your ass down. Niggas, nobody cares, but yo. So at one point, there was this other dude, and he kind of joined that asshole group. It was Zaid. It was, what the hell was that nigga's name? Well, Keyshawn was actually cool. But there was another nigga called, I really can't remember that dude's name. Man, it's been so long. High school, man. Yeah, I don't know if they call them. I don't know, man. If you're one of them niggas, like, let me know in the chat. I can't tell you. It's been so long. But there was another dude, and his name was Omar. And Omar, he was the maximum in terms of like that real heavy duty Caribbean, like, you know, bad man mindset. And he would always be like talking crazy and, you know, using that accent and all. I can't imitate that accent for shit. I'm fucking American as hell. I'm a nerd, nigga. What the hell? But the thing is, this dude was heavy duty with it. So since I was always very brutally honest about everything that I did, niggas would always zone in on me, and they would be like, "Yo, what the fuck's wrong with this nigga?" Because they would want me to actually join them. Like they would want me to like do fucked up shit with them. At one point, I saw this dude Jamal. All these names, these names probably sound like some stereotypical tryhard names right now to you niggas. But there was this dude named Jamal in my high school, and there was this girl. I'm not gonna name her. Her name started with an L. Her name started with Lesh. But at one point, man, I swear to God, I think she was slobbing him off in the fucking schoolyard. There was a staircase. You walk out of the school, and there were two ways to exit the building. You could go through the right, where there's a gate, and you walk in front of the projects. Or you could go through the back of the schoolyard, where there was like an underpass of a highway. It would be kind of dark and dreary over there. And sure enough, near that area, bro, all I saw was Jamal sitting there, and as I was walking, dog, all I saw was this black mass. I was like, nigga, fuck! Nigga, fuck! It was the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. The shit was black as, it was as black as the night, my nigga. Dogs, even the Batman couldn't make something as black. Dog, it was so crazy. And I was like, how is this happening in the school? Bro! That nigga Jamal was a monster. I tell you, that he was a funny ass nigga. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking, okay? If Jamal ever was watching this, he'd probably laugh his ass off because he knows I'm telling the fucking truth. But yo, at some point, right, this nigga Omar, he was also in my advisory, like my main homeroom class. So he would always shit on me, talk all this trash. Obviously, I didn't let it bother me, but I don't know what it was. There was this one day where I must have been like pissed off about some other shit, because usually I wouldn't let that shit get to me, but man, there was something bugging me in the back of my head. And it was while we were all serving detention, I think, because I had skipped at one point. And man, it was just like, at some point he had said, what did he say? Ben, you probably remember what he says better than I did. It's been so long, but this nigga Ben, he's my best friend. He was in the classroom at the time too. And at one point, the teacher was like talking to us, Mr. Shamarella. He was a great teacher, but at one point he was like showing us how to do something in detention, like, and he was just like trying to, because, you know, we would do some schoolwork in detention, you know, do some homework or whatever, and we were doing the schoolwork, right? And so at one point the teacher had said something along the lines of listen, he was saying, so we were talking about being manly. You know, that's kind of the thing back then in high school, for me at least. I don't know if it's the same with y'all niggas, but, you know, talking about, oh, yo, I'm a man, I do this, I do that, I'm blah, 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 blah. And these dudes were just talking about, oh, no, I'm a man. And then they were like, oh, Etika, Des, what's the most manly thing you've done? And I was thinking about my answer, and then that nigga Omar, okay, I'll admit, this is pretty fucking funny. I can look back at it and laugh now. Because niggas are like, yo, what's the most manly thing you did, bro? And I mean, they were talking about fights and all that shit. So I was thinking like, what's the most heavy duty shit that I've ever done in my life? And then Omar chimes in, and this nigga says, he says the most manly thing this nigga's done is eat pussy. And everybody, and bro, even the teacher was laughing. That was some good shit. The teacher was laughing his ass off. I was laughing a little bit in my head, but bro, it pissed me off so much, bro. I stood up. I literally pushed my chair back. I stood up and I stood over this. I stood over this nigga Omar, and I'm like, you better watch your fucking mouth, nigga. And then he stood up like, who the fuck you talking to? That's I'm talking to you, nigga. Watch who the fuck you speaking to. And bro, I'm telling you, I was ready to go to war with this nigga, bro. Like it just rubbed me the wrong way at the wrong time when I was already pissed off about some other shit. It was crazy. And everybody in the classroom was laughing because they're like, yo, this nigga Etika's going. I keep saying Etika. But they were like, yo, this nigga Mofa. They used to call me Mofa because it was an easier way to say my name. And I'm Mofa. Yo, Mofa, what's up, man? Yeah, it used to be crazy back then, man. I almost fought Omar like 3 times. We never actually fought, though, and he had reached out to me afterwards and was like, yo, let's be cool, you know, whatever. I mean, It's crazy that it takes you actually getting into somebody's face. It wasn't really even all that big of a deal. If that happened nowadays, I would laugh it off. But bro, this nigga tried to cut ass on me. I got so pissed off. Ben, you remember that shit? I stood up, I pushed the chair back. I was like, you better watch it. Yo, that was so ridiculous, man. Why did I go off on that tangent talking about that story, man? What was the reason? Oh, wait. Somebody had donated talking about, some people calling him pussy, and I was referencing a moment where people were making fun of me because I was like, yeah, nigga, I eat pussy, and they were like, what? it was funny as fuck, man. But yo, man, Etika eat pussy now? Yeah, nice one. Good shit. I can already expect a bunch of jokes and memes to come from this too, but yeah, that was just a moment that I had to share with y'all. It was hard to remember because it's been so long, and I hadn't really thought about it that much, you know. Shit like that pissed me off to the point where I would like push it at the back of my head, man. But we did become friends at one point. We even like freestyling together. You know, we're cool. After that, you know, you sometimes with some of these people that be fucking with you, all you have to do is just show them one good time you're serious, and then everything will be cool after that. A lot of the people that were bullies became friends, you know. Even Khalik, there we go, Khalik, I remember his name now. Khalik, Zaid, Hashim, all these dudes wound up being cool with them at the end of the day. Not like cool to where like, oh yo, let's hang out, bro, but you know, cool like, yo, give them that, that's it.